Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. In our last video, well, the end of our last video, there was this huge plot twist, and if you don't notice, it's because Halcyon Helen is alive, and we stopped talking to her mid-conversation. So yeah, I feel like that makes me the worst investigator like ever, because the person whose death I was hired to investigate isn't dead, and I didn't pick up on that, like at all. So I'm a bit confused how she did that, because I've been thinking about it and I remember there being wigs in her room. And my first thought was like, oh, it was a robot, but she had an autopsy done, so she couldn't be a robot. But then I'm like, it could have been somebody else impersonating her, but like they did an autopsy and they would notice that it wasn't her. Unless it was like her stunt double or something, because that's a thing that happens in like film. So I have all these theories going on in my head. I am slightly concerned though, however, Halcyon Helen aside, that I still went to investigate all of the distillery, and I went right to where the quest told me, and I didn't go the opposite direction because I was slightly concerned about triggering things out of order. But I'll worry about that later. I'm sure I'll still get to go back if I don't get to do it now. But anyway, the last comment from Halcyon Helen was that you were never my target, Inspector. I have no intention on killing you unless you stand in my way. Well, I'm not going anywhere until I get an explanation. I'm not looking for a fight. I just want to know what's going on. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
Oh.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Two people inhabiting the same life. Existentially challenging, philosophically speaking. My condolences. Must feel like you literally lost part of yourself.
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Huh. That clearly not on my list of tinfoil hat theories at all. What plan are you talking about? I know Mr. Ludovico was just in the middle of confessing when you attacked. Feigned shock. Administer Ludovico a murderer and a coward? Why, I never. And I am sorry about your sister, but we're gonna feign shock because that fits with my character.
Call me a murderer all you like, Inspector, but I'm no coward. I bloodied my hands to save this colony. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
Yet you want to smile while they starve to death. They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infected behave. That doesn't sound too bad. Halcyon is a pretty depressing colony, and then rake in a tidy profit for yourself. Helen, you were right. He deserves to die. Yet they're not symbiotes. I see how they go crazy.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom. What are you talking about? Who did you kill? Yeah, why? Okay, maybe Dr. Blossom, I can understand your thought process behind it, but why the constable? Why the mascot? They didn't seem like horrible people.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile.
Fair point.
A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
Just how many people have you killed, Helen?
Ludovico murdered my sister, Inspector. He killed Belinda with his own hands. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Keene, but she was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
And the mascot? What did he ever do to you?
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico.
Oh.
He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I should change my mask. But he was wearing a mask. I'm pretty sure he wasn't working for the administrator. I found him rummaging through your things. I've heard enough. Well, he said it was for Bertie. So let's go with that.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others.
I've heard enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness.
Oh, no.
Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
Helen, I'm with you. Ludovico's out of his mind. All right, Administrator, I'm with you. I'm helping you, Helen. But once we get out of here, I expect answers. Wait, Helen, I still have more questions?
You want me to explain my grand plan in the middle of a climactic moment like some two-bit serial villain? Do I look like Spencer Woolrich to you? We've talked enough. You're either with me, or you're with the Administrator.
I'm with you, Lou, but only because I want to see how this shakes out. No, I'm helping you, Helen, but once we get out of here, I expect answers.
It's a deal.
Wow. I can't believe we're running with Halcyon, Helen.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector.
You're not.
I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Okay, let's move. All right, hang on. Please hold. I actually have other things I want to look at first. So, naked Hunch. You met with the Administrator Ludovico at his office in the distillation station and discovered that Halcyon Helen is still alive. I didn't. I was downstairs. So escape. Halcyon Helen is alive, and Administrator Ludovico is trying to seal you inside the distillery. Follow Helen and try to find your way out. He's taking control of security again, sealing you inside the distillery. Helen knows a way out. Work together and escape. Okay. We can do that, but I'm like super slow, Helen, with my blurry map especially. So you're gonna have to like, hold on a minute. Because I like to explore everywhere. And I like to read terminals and notes and all those things. Things that are gonna no doubt annoy you to no end. Let's sell my junk. Helen's alive! So the game refers to Helen as Halcyon Helen, like not even Ruth Bellamy. And I forget what her sister's name was because I'm awful with names. But, oh, that poor girl.
Head through that door. There's another way out.
Okay. But still, I don't know if the mascot, well, that reminds me, I wanted to change my hat so I don't creep out Helen. I don't think the mascot was working for...
I've opened that door for you.
Thank you. I don't think the mascot was working for the administrator. At least, I don't think so. I feel like he was just working with Bertie, but then again, his whole, like, not bright personality could have just been a trick, you know? Parvati's so excited that she gets to work with Halcyon Helen.
Looks like we sealed the door. Try on that switch down there.
Okay, I have to throw a switch. What? I feel like we're in some Bond-style, like, villain's lab. We're close to an exit. Oh, there she is. Oh no, my friends were in there.
We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
Okay. I'm helping you because Ludovico has to be stopped. You and I are not friends. No, we can be friends with Halcyon, Helen. What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism.
Right.
Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies.
Yeah.
Fat and wriggling with vital energy.
Yeah. Spare me the details. There must be some kind of pesticide benign to humans, lethal to parasites. Ooh. I'm glad I didn't eat anything at the hotel. But yeah, is there a way to cure them?
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. Clearly a woman of many talents.
Why, thank you.
An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
Hold on, though. I have questions.
Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
Okay. Do I explore the distillery now or later? I say now. I say we do it now. I say we do it now. It can't hurt, right? Worst case, I just have to kill a bunch of innocent people, right? So, where did I just come out of? Oh, I didn't even notice this before. I'm so oblivious to, like, everything. Helen needs your help putting a stop to Ludovico's plans. Meet her back at your penthouse. Okay, let's get over here, because I do want to go inside here and poke around. Just in case Spectrum Distillery enter here. Okay, let me do a hard save. So it's saying I have a fast travel point, didn't it? I thought I got a fast travel point, but maybe I didn't. This could be a very bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway. I've saved so I can always reload. Oh, receptionist, poor girl. Maybe. Chapter 3 continued. This shriek was all Helen needed, for she cocked back a Hammersmith brand explosive parcel, which she had deftly stolen from the Marauder Armory hours earlier, and hurled it into the monster's mouth. Enjoy it. It's a meal deserving of one such as yourself. And without further hesitation, Helen activated the detonator as the explosion echoed through the room, spattering the walls with blue bits of giant slug. Helen could not help but feel elated. A crippling blow dealt to the enemies of the colony's profit margins. This would not be the last, of course, but wherever there were enemies of the board, she would be there to fight them. And one day, she was sure there would no longer be anyone left to threaten the colony's peaceful productivity. The end. Next month's issue will contain the Tossball Terror, or halfback Henry's greatest and final game. Send 2 bits gratuity to view our free catalog. How about we view the free terminal? Rizzo's candy has been scientifically proven to not give cavities. No. Reception terminal logs. Help no longer needed. Don't inquire within. Help me, help me, help me. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, gosh. Rizzo's family reminder, don't forget to smile. Happy workers lead to happy customers. Happy customers are repeat customers. That is disturbing. It's like The Shining. Okay. Nothing there. Oh, this is so frustrating because at least before it was a blurry region map and the inside ones were never blurry. But now they're all blurry. Okay. Oh my.
Welcome, valued patrons, to our splendiferous source of spectacular spirits and sweets. Rizzos is committed to bringing joy and happiness to our colony. Feel free to browse the various displays in front of you to learn about our humble facility and the wonderful products we provide.
Everyone else is seeing this too, right? For a moment, I thought I was reliving my Scylla experience.
No, we can see it. Not to worry. I'm gonna take all this stuff though, because I need money for potentially ammo, apparently. Come on, there we go. Or you just like find other weapons to use besides this one weapon. Okay, let's click on all the buttons. Harvesting. It all starts here at the orchards. Our purple berries are harvested at peak edibility, making them a perfect base for our brewing process. Oh, there's a weapon in there. Brewing and bottling. Our refined distilling process has been honed by years of experience. Not only efficient, but highly effective at bringing out the most powerful flavors from our ingredients. After the beverages are ready, we bottle them up and ship them out straight to the thirstiest mouths in the colony. I need to get in there, please. Just have a Dorino just lying around the place. Atmospheric collection. Did you know that this facility doesn't just distill alcohol? We distill fuel out of the atmosphere. That special flavor present in every bottle of Rizzo Spectrum Vodka also gives our fuel its unique kick. That we use the same canisters to brew our beverages and store our fuel, our raw fuel, that's so wrong. So very wrong. Vending machines. Oh, I'm not. Hang on. Rizzo's Beverages, Spectrum Brown, a bold and full-bodied spirit with earthy notes and an indescribable savory flavor, dissolving into a hint brine, culminating in a bitter yet satisfying cocoa-adjacent aftertaste. Cocoa-adjacent, what does that even mean? It'll leave you smiling for days. If you're interested in trying this unique flavor sensation, proceed to the door to your right and follow the path to the tasting room. All right, I've got 3 doors. So where is this one going? To a dead end, potentially. Distillery. Beyond this door, we hope to make some of your wildest dreams a reality as we give you a peek into the heart of our distillery. You can see it all for yourself. Clear as crystal, please refrain from sharing our secrets with unauthorized solicitors. Let's just keep this special experience between us. Oh, okay.
I see you've stumbled upon a little peek into our distillery. These tanks are hard at work brewing the wonderful Rizzo's beverages you know and love, along with exciting new flavors like Rizzo's Spectrum Brown.
This is simply window dressing for public consumption. I suspect their concoctions are made in dark, dreary, and somewhat unsettling environs.
Yeah, obviously.
Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're pretty thirsty. Well, not to worry. We have every flavor of Spectrum available to delight your palate. Please note that tour guests are limited to a maximum of 3 different Rizzo's flavor samples. All beverages must be consumed on the premises. Rizzos is not responsible for gastronomic distress, mild hallucinations, or damage to your sense of taste.
You can have my samples, Captain. I'm gonna pass on the mild hallucinations.
Damaging to your taste buds, though, I feel like I'd rather have hallucinations and be able to taste things. Because hallucinations, in theory, should be able to go away. I'll just drink the water, actually. So I wonder if I hadn't found all of the flavors for the vodka, I could have picked it up here. Worst case scenario. That's I don't know. Good to know for future playthroughs or for you. I am gonna take it all because money. I feel like I'm going back in a circle, back out to the front desk area. Okay. So I went in that side. Let's go over here, and then let's see. Warning: no trespassing. Oh darn. Well, let's pick this lock.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Ooh, nice. Ew, that's so disgusting. What was the shiny weapon over here? What is it? What is it? Recharge. What is that? Try not to think too hard about how this one works. It's an energy weapon. Heavy weapon. Do I have... Hang on. Skills... Heavy weapons. I have nothing in heavy weapons. I don't have much in weapons in general, so... There you go. I've got some science, but not much. Spectrum Brown. Yuck, 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 yuck. Oh, look. It's a little stage where they did all their advertisements, probably. This is your craft services table? This is kind of crappy. I'm just saying. This is kind of gross. Ooh, what's this? What's that? What's that? Needler prop. This looks like a prop used during the filming that took place on the set. Not much of a weapon. It's too fragile to even pistol whip someone. Well, that's disappointing. Gigantor energy drink. This did look quite large. Oh, Halcyon Helen's monogram cigarette lighter. This lighter, inscribed with the initials HH, has featured prominently in each of Halcyon Helen's starring role. Oh, this? It was a gift from an old flame. Ha! Never leave home without it. Never know when it could save your life. Well, there you go. Here. Can I not? Okay, is it just like a backlighting area? Do not disturb when lights are on, but I want to disturb. I like being disruptive. Okay, well, I don't think I can get into this area yet. Or is that where I think I was already? Come on. No. Yeah, I think I was on the 3rd floor. Come on. There we go. And I don't know how to get there. I'm guessing some of these doors need to get unsealed through parts of the storyline. I'm assuming. All right. Well, we've done everything we can. Wasn't there a... I could have sworn it said there was a vending machine. Oh, here it is. Let me empty my bags real quick. All right, bags emptied again. I did pick up a bunch of foodstuffs. So we gotta leave here, and then we can fast travel to the penthouse and go talk to Helen. She'll be in the right atmosphere, right, to talk to us. My blurry map. So, actually, before we do this...
It's true that losing her sister drove Ruth to take some extreme measures, but I believe siding with her is the right thing to do.
Me too. Oh, there's Parvati.
I'm glad Miss Helen's alive, but she's hurting on the inside, Captain. Anyone with eyes can see that.
I need to bring out my other companions and get their little 2 cents when I can. I need to try and remember to do that. Let's actually do that right now. Let's see. The lobby.
To the lobby.
Let's try Ellie and Felix. We'll just have a bunch of load screens for a little bit. It'll be fine. It'll be totally worth it, right?
So Helen's alive and we're helping her thwart a conspiracy. You sure there aren't cameras around here? So Helen's alive.
Oh, I'm gonna miss all the other... Oh, God, bellhop.
We're actually going on an adventure with Halcyon Helen. This might be the apex of my career. That means highest point or peak. Parvati taught me that word.
Of course she did. This is the apex of your career, Felix. We killed Sophie Akande. Right there with you, Felix. Don't look up to Helen. She's done some awful things. No, what about killing Sophia?
Oh yeah, that was a good day too. I got my Millstone special ready and waiting. When we go after Ludovico, just give me the word.
I'm not gonna bring you at all. Oops.
We're actually... that...
Okay. Let's go back to the penthouse.
Next stop.
And then we'll bring Nyoka and Sam. I don't expect Sam to have anything to say, but...
To the lobby, we...
I should have done this after every main quest, to be honest. And I didn't. And I no doubt miss companion banter or companion 2 cents info, but it'll be fine.
Well, the deranged actress is better than the deranged scientist, I suppose.
Yes.
Just another day in Halcyon, huh?
Right? I'm not sure she's deranged. She just wants revenge for her sister. She's trying to stop a catastrophe, a few lives on one hand and hundreds of thousands on the other. I'm not in it for her. I just don't like Ludovico. Now let's go with the first one.
Revenge digs 2 graves, Captain. Hell, in her case, more like a dozen.
Fair point.
I get it. Lesser of 2 evils and all that. I just wish there were a bit less murder going on in Halcyon. Only so many of us left.
Yes. Yes.
So it ain't the boyfriend after all. Color me shocked. I'm glad Sedrick's name is clear. Well, for this crime anyhow. I've always liked Sublight. At least they're honest about their dishonesty. Profit of profitability. Only thing that woman's killed are millions of brain cells. I don't understand the obsession folks have with celebrities. People talked a lot about Spencer. A lot. Even on Monarch. Then we meet the guy and he's just a guy. Nothing special.
Yeah.
You ask me, folks ought to focus more on being the best version of themselves, not the best version of some fantasy figure.
Oh, Nyoka, don't make sense. Like, why would you say such a thing?
Sure thing, Inspector. Sure thing.
Okay. Sam. Oh, there you are.
Every SAM unit comes... Battery levels are...
Okay, that's it. Well, back up to the penthouse we shall go.
Next stop.
And now we'll for real talk to Helen this time, like 20 minutes later. Where is she, by the way? Oh, is she in? She's looking at my murder board. Do we have any updates on my murder board? Suspects. Administrator Ludovico. Nothing? Really? Do I have any additional evidence? Okay, guess that's it. Hi, Helen.
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Oh. Do you need a minute? I'm sorry, this must be difficult for you. Yeah, Helen, people die. It's what they do. Can we get to the point? No, do you need a minute? We're not completely heartless.
Thank you, but no. I can't grieve properly while Ludovico's still breathing. So let's see if we can't solve that problem first. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not going to sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
Oh. All right, so what do we need? So your immune system could destroy the parasites before the larval stage. Ew. Read the formula. And also slightly depressed instead of incredibly happy. Helen, I swear, if you're about to ask me to go steal some chemicals for you, let's do the perception one.
This is Halcyon. Everyone's already miserable.
Right.
A little more despair isn't going to make a difference. We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Sedrick's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the wilderness reserve if I were you.
Essence of sprat sounds like the type of perfume Spacer's Choice would make. Oh, you mean sprat nucleons. They're commonly used in medical experiments. And once I've got the ingredients, I should be able to synthesize an effective anti-parasitic. Yeah, no, let's go with the sarcastic one about Spacer's Choice.
Please, let's not give Spacer's Choice any ideas. Essence of sprat is not a perfume, thank the law. Sprats have an adaptive immune system. They don't suffer from the diseases and parasites they carry. It's one reason why you'll see them in every corner of the colony.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Blossom experimented with sprats and accidentally discovered a way to become immune to the parasites. That's probably when she decided to switch to human testing.
Yeah. And I remember reading in the Dr. Zhao's notes that sprats and the parasites didn't get along, and he thought like the parasites had better taste, but it seems like the sprats were just immune. So once I've got the ingredients...
I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Use the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic.
Oh, okay. And how am I going to do that? This is probably a bad time for me to admit I'm not much of a scientist.
You'll be fine. The equipment was designed to be used by your average Rizzos worker. It's practically idiot-proof. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Okay. Not so fast. Let me borrow your needler. Ooh, most? Sedrick's going to want a piece of Ludovico. I can recruit his help. I want the needler, but I want to ask these other questions. Let's not worry about the gun just yet.
The more severe cases are beyond saving. I'm afraid there's not much we can do for groundskeeper Yarbo. There is one other thing. While you're at Perea's spaceport, have a word with Sedrick Kincannon. I know Sedrick. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico. We could use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
Wait. I want your gun. I wanted to ask you about Belinda. That's her sister. You kill innocent people. Did you really think I'd be okay with that? I like your style, murdering anybody you want in the name of revenge. Not really. I don't... let's ask about Belinda.
Why, Inspector? Am I being questioned?
Obviously. I'm not Inspector anymore. Call me Hawthorne.
All right. Hawthorne it is. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen, but she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen, but to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda, and she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
What about Bertie? People know you're Ruth Bellamy. Was it hard for Belinda to keep herself secret? Nobody else knew you had a twin sister? Let's go with the first one.
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, All she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
I still don't know how nobody could notice this. An easier life in Byzantium while the rest of the colony starves to death. She was important to you. If I were you, I'd want revenge too. Yeah, let's go with the middle one.
Do you really expect me to apologize for my success? Because let me tell you something. If you ask a Byzantine to show compassion for the working class, you are asking to be lied to. Besides, Belinda and I spent our lives giving the workers of Halcyon hours of entertainment to help them escape the humdrum routine of their daily lives. Isn't that enough?
I mean, let's be honest. You play pretend for a living, okay? These people work in factories and starve to death, and you don't. So, don't act like you're some, holier than thou person. So I honestly couldn't care less. Good enough for me, not even a little. It's not enough.
It's going to have to be enough. There isn't much more I can do.
I know.
Well, other than help you save Halcyon from an infestation of mind-controlling parasites. So is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
That does help, that you're wanting to stop them from being infected by parasites, but still, it doesn't, outside, before all this, it wasn't making you some saint-like person, okay? So just, reality check yourself a bit. So you killed innocent people, do you really think I'd be okay with that? I want to hear the whole story, tell me what happened. Let's see if this is a repeat or not.
It's a long story, Hawthorne.
I love long stories. I've got time.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzos wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite. All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos, shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go, but I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
Not exactly offering an endorsement of Spectrum Brown. Yeah, why didn't she want to go?
Belinda always hated endorsement deals. They felt cheap to her, inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
Fair enough. What made her change her mind?
Nothing. She took the job when I did. Belinda was an idealist, and her ideals died with her. Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Bertie Holcomb. Bertie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon. They were just about perfect.
I was gonna wonder, which twin was he romantically involved with? So why did they break up? I met the guy. He really did care about her, yeah.
Bertie had a temper, and that worried me. But in the end, he was a decent enough fellow. Bertie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
You totally, completely embraced being Halcyon Helen, when you probably shouldn't have. Although you probably should have, because otherwise everybody would be infected with parasites. So you made your way to the orchards and left me my first clue. You tipped your hand. Ludovico was obviously onto you. I heard you insisted on a tour of the labs. Let's go with the third one.
The Purpleberry Orchards was the heart of Ludovico's operations. I knew I'd find some answers in the R&D lab. I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant. They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way. A new cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium, a parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
Yeah, it's just horrible. Ludovico realized what you were up to, Helen. He thought you'd expose his plans. Oh, yeah, let's go with that one.
I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
Let's say nothing.
My regrets are my own to bear. But for what it's worth, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Obviously. I like your style, murdering anybody you want in the name of revenge. You killed innocent people. Do you really think I'd be okay with that? Let's try it.
Yes, Hawthorne, I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off.
What exactly happened between you and Constable Keene? Yeah, once again, you are forgetting about the mascot.
He was clearly a spy for Ludovico. He was never far from Belinda or from me. We could hardly take a step outside our hotel without spotting that giant red mask somewhere in the periphery. It's like he was stalking us, watching our every move. If we took notice of him, he hurried away.
He sounds like a fan, not a spy. Yet you realize he was working for Bertie, right?
He was working for Bertie? Bertie Holcomb? But that doesn't... I mean, why was he always... Oh dear. I may have made an accidental, inadvertent, tiny miscalculation.
Tiny? A person is dead. Relax, he had a horrible life. You probably put him out of his misery. You made a terrible... what are you going to do about it?
I'll find his closest living relative and send them an autographed copy of Terror on Monarch or something. That should smooth things over.
Yeah, totally. Because what they want instead of their, family relative, they want an autographed copy of Terror on Monarch. Totally the same thing. Bertie was carrying this data pad. I think it's yours. What exactly happened the night of the murder? Let's do the data pad.
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected, everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and we had a secret way of communicating.
Of course you did.
Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only 2 people in the universe knew that language.
Here, take it.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what exactly happened the night of the murder?
You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind. I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
That's when you decided to hunt him down? Yeah, then he hired me to pin the murder on someone. Sloppy work. I would have just jumped her over the edge of the complex. It would have been a whole lot easier. No evidence. Let's go with the first one.
Something like that. I had a problem I had to sort out first. You were an unknown variable. I didn't know what to make of you. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just one step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Sedrick, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, one step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
You would have lost that fight.
I like your confidence. Take that with you when you hunt down Ludovico.
Thanks. Bye. I've got other questions, like, what was it like to be drugged by the Prophet of Profitability? What happened between you and the constable?
Captain Hawthorne, what can I do for you?
Oh, dang it. Felix, personal space. So escape. You met up with Helen. It's time to discuss your next move. All right, the bird drug. You've discovered a formula for an effective anti-parasitic. Synthesize the anti-parasitic, disperse through Eridanos' atmosphere, and put an end to Ludovico's plan. Collect an egg pod. Well, I already did that. I remember collecting that, what was it? Last video, the video before? So we have that done. Optional, recruit Sedrick. Sedrick is likely allying your fight against Administrator Ludovico. Speak to him at the spaceport. And then acquire Essence of Sprat. The warehouse foreman in Pariah's spaceport might know about it. Well, let's go recruit Sedrick. I feel like we should be okay with... I want to go to the VIP guest floor and see if Black Hole Bertie's still around. And see if he's seen Helen or anything. Where's Bertie? Spencer?
You hold my fate in your hands.
Yes,
Inspector.
yes. I should have had you arrested because then you could be sitting in jail too. Where's Bertie? No, that's the cow. Is still there. Excuse me, sir. Ah, there's Bertie.
Oh, it's you again. What do you want?
Okay. I guess that's it. Never mind. Well, it's probably Helen wouldn't go showing her face around. Although if she did, she'd have more allies on her side. But like, once this is all over, what's it going to be like? Oh, I'm still alive? Like, how is she going to live after this? I mean, maybe she just doesn't care because she's after her sister's killer, which I could understand. But like, where do you go next? Like, I feel like you need to plan a bit better. Prize spaceport. Blurry maps. 12 loading screens later. It's not that bad. It does load in quite quickly, which is nice. Let's go talk to Sedrick. Oh my gosh.
Me? Something.
Oh my god. They're all
to make you smile.
crazy now. Where are you two going?
I'll show you happiness.
Ew, ew.
I just want to be your friend. That's not funny. Smile, damn you. Happy workers make for happy customers. I just wanted to make you smile. I felt so damn good in my life.
What did you just like?
I just wanted to make you smile.
Oh, that's throwing up. Ugh. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Maybe? There we go. Oh, I wanted to try out. Oh. Okay. Oh dear, where is the assistant? Where? Oh dear. Where is everybody? Where's Ludovico? Recruit Sedrick Kincannon, not Ludovico, Kincannon, that's what I'm looking for. Speak to him at the spaceport. Yeah, but where is he? He's not in his office. Local. Birth drug. There's a red dot.
With us.
Yeah, don't mess with us. Is like everybody infected now?
I said laugh louder! I just want to be your friend!
But I don't want to be your friend.
Not gonna let no one! I just want to be your friend!
Where is everybody? Are they all hiding in one area, maybe? Hopefully? Slug Security. You aren't infected.
Look, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them?
Yes.
No, you look clean. Good. You'd better get inside with the others. Can't promise I won't run screaming if those things break in. Just so you know.
You're a great security guard.
Slugs. Why'd it have to be slugs? Go ahead without me. My legs are shaking too hard to walk right now.
Oh, you poor guy. Okay. Bird drug. And then that. I want to find Sedrick first. I am, of course, going all of the wrong ways. Is this Sedrick over here? That's Sedrick. Okay. Let's save, and then let's talk to him. Hi, Sedrick.
Inspector, you made it. Well done.
Thanks.
I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
Well, what happened here? I'm working with Helen to create an anti-parasitic. We need essence of Sprat. Ludovico's behind everything. Will you help me take him down? Yeah, what happened here? Let's start there.
Whew. Whatever it was, it happened quickly. Like a wave sweeping across the shore. We were overrun. Survivors are still trickling in. We've put out a call to slug agents not at the docks to keep their distance. With the warehouse's stores, Slug could hold out here for weeks, easily. Possibly months.
That's great. Let's try to recruit him.
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
Gets worse. He wants to infect all of the colony with slugs. Can you be smug about it later? Please, this is urgent. I thought he was just an asshole. Turns out he's an evil asshole. Are you going to help me punch the purple berries out of your rival or not? Let's go with the third one. I feel like it's appropriately sarcastic.
To be so uncynical. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
Well, Ludovico wants to infect the entire colony with slugs. This is big. Architect's balls because I'm the Sprat fucking inspector, damn it. Now let's go with the first one.
When you put it like that, I would be heartless to say no.
You are heartless.
You can expect slug support.
Thanks.
I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Tell them to bring their best weapons and any personal issues they'd like to work out through violence. How'd you know I was headed there? No, let's second one.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
Guns, lots of guns. I'm going to disperse an anti-parasitic. It's almost ready. I took out some of the infected on the way in. Should be safer now.
That I'd lose some of my agents to this violence was likely inevitable. Still, that is sad news, Inspector. Kindly save all further bloodshed for Ludovico.
I'm working with Helen to create an anti-parasitic. We need essence of Sprat.
With Helen? You don't say.
Yeah. It's a yes to create an anti-parasitic to keep up. Boy, damn it. Did you know she was alive?
You flatter me, but no, of course not. Knowing implies certainty. I merely suspected. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely?
In theory. Yes, well, probably. It's the best chance we got. Essence of Sprat, Sedrick. Does Slug have it? Would you rather I leave them as mind-controlled slug puppets, then? If I wanted them dead, I'd skip the anti-parasitic and just use a bullet. Let's go with the first one. Because maybe?
You do inspire confidence, Inspector.
No, I don't.
Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over their guaranteed death. Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you with Essence of Sprat.
Great.
Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her? There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the Essence of Sprat you need in there.
That seems oddly convenient. Well, how incredibly fortunate. Hold on, you told me you don't believe in coincidence? Thanks. Who ordered spread of essence anyway? Yeah, it is oddly convenient.
Quite. It would seem luck is on your side, Inspector. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
I'm slightly disturbed by how much you have all this prepared for me and know what's going on. I mean, again, I'm always joking you're like the godfather of, Eridanos, but like, you really are, aren't you? All right, well, I believe this is where we are going to pause for today. So on Saturday, we will pick back up here. We'll pick up our Essence of Sprat, and then we'll try to go save everyone, I suppose, and go from there. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Saturday with another new Outer Worlds video.